You gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. It's time to get it moving, y'all. Step up your game. You gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. Motivate.
Get up and keep moving.
Celebrate.
This life is no illusion.
Demonstrate
the skills you've been using.
And everybody get up and get up.
And welcome back to yet another review by Zombill. In today's review, we're going to be taking a look at 5, not 4, but 5, from Glacial Vapor, which you can find at glacialvapor.com. Now, you know how we roll, peeps. We're going to go visit the website. We're going to come back with some pricing information. And then we're going to have ourselves a big vape session. So let's have a quick tour. And welcome to the brief online tutorial for Glacial Vapor. Now let's take a look at their main website. You can find Glacial Vapor at www.glacialvapor.com. And this is their main web page. They are based out of, I'm guessing, New Jersey. Now they do have 2 different lines here. They have the Max VG Drippers line, which is 100% VG. Then they have their signature line, which is the Glacial Vapor line. And those are all in at a 60-40 VG-PG, although I should be flipping that because normally I say 40-60 PG-VG. So now let's take a look at their Max VG line. This is one of their Max VGs and the Drippers line. The prices start at $9.59 for a 15 mil glass dropper, and it goes up to $15.59 for a 30 mil. Now you can get Nic Strengths in the Drippers line of 0, 3, 6, 12, and 18. Now as far as their standard line goes, their 40-60 PGBG, you can get those starting at $6.99 for a 10 ml bottle, and then it goes up to $13.99 for a 30 ml. Now on their standard line, their signature line, you can get 0, 3, 6, 12, 18, and 24. I also want to point out they do have a reduced price section, such as these here. Now in the reduced price section, you'll find that the 10 mils start out at $4.99 and go up to $6.99 for a 20 mil bottle, and what is that? $11.99 for a 30 mil bottle. And then of course you can get the Nic Strengths of 0, 6, 12, and 18. Now the other thing that I will mention before I conclude this online tutorial is that they do have a sampler pack, and that is a randomized 7 sample pack. You can get that for $35, and in 0, 3, 6, 12, and 18. Now the randomized sampler pack works like this. You get 7 10 ml bottles. It's so that you can try a wider variety of their juice. Now, it'll come in 2 minty, 2 creamy, and 3 fruity, although it's not guaranteed. But if you leave something in the notes what kind of juices you prefer, they might put that in there. But once again, that's not a guarantee. So that'll do it for the brief online tutorial for Glacier, and not Glacier, just pulled the Zombill, everybody, Group Vape, Glacial Vapor. Now, back to the review. I must point out, I did receive these free of charge for the purpose of conducting a review, but my opinion of the products will remain true, honest, and accurate as always. See, they've got a really nice looking iceberg or glacial in the background there. Of course, there's the name of the liquid, and made in America. And then over here to the side, it says premium e-liquid, ingredients, vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, kosher, natural and artificial food flavorings, USP grade nicotine. Warning, this product may contain nicotine which is known to be harmful. Do not use if pregnant or nursing. Keep out of reach of children. Now, first one we're having a vape with is horchata. Now, I can tell you, I've had horchata vapes before, and I didn't really like them. Didn't care for them at all. Now, this horchata I have loaded up in my iGo L. That's right, iGo. It's been so long since I've used it. And got it on my Bobo, which will be firing at 15 watts because I've got it built with a 1.2 mega microcoil. And of course I got my little fancy drip tip by Vape Art on there. So let's have a vape. Got some bling from Chicky on there too. Now, horchata is more or less supposed to be a sweet kind of adult beverage, as far as I'm aware of. Now, an authentic horchata I've never actually had. So I really don't know what the authentic horchata would be like. But this horchata is really good. It's got a sweetness to it, and there's no bitterness to it like all the other horchata vapes I've ever had. This horchata actually is really good. So if you're looking for a good kind of sweet, and it follows through with sweet horchata vape, then this is your vape. Flavor profile on this, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Now the throat hit, I'm gonna give that a mild, which would be a 6 out of 10, and then vapor production, I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of on the beach. Now, all of these came to me in 6 milligram, because that, of course, is what I drip at now. And I want to point out, if I didn't point out before, that all of these are the standard line that they carry. And they are a 40-60 PGVG. So that means 60% of that is BG. Now I have Sex on the Beach loaded up in a plume veil that is dual microcoil to 0.5 ohms, and I have that on my Taylor box mod. I'll have a review coming really soon over this Taylor. Now, here again, Sex on the Beach, another kind of adult beverage. To edit that out. And I've had Sex on the Beach plenty of times in my past. This is damn close to it. Close enough that I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 because I enjoyed this. Is this all day vape worthy? Hell yes. Throat hit, 6 out of 10. And the vapor production, I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. Next one is Tiger's Blood, which I have loaded up in another plume veil. And now this one's at a 0.4 ohms. That's a dual microcoil. And I have that on my Chi-Yu. And this is an interesting vape. I can taste the pomegranate right away. And then I get cherry. And then to finish it off, I get a surge of blueberry, which, wow, this is why I like this one. This is definitely all-day vape worthy. I give this one a 9 out of 10 for flavor profile. Now, as far as throat hit goes, I actually have to give this one a little bit less on mine. Throat hit on this one, I'm going to give a 5 out of 10, which that's the way I prefer my vaping. It's like the lesser throat hit, the better. Vapor production, of course, you've seen that. 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. Dragon's blood, which I have loaded up in my Mutation X. I need to really change the one thing on it because that top cap is way too loose. And that's on my Miranda's mod. Now my Mutation X is at a 0.3 ohms dual microcoiled. Okay, now this one here, another interesting vape. It's a very creamy raspberry that I get with more pomegranate, and then strawberry comes into the mix. Now, I like the tiger's blood more than I do the dragon's blood, simply because I like blueberry more than I do raspberry. But this is nonetheless a good vape. This one here I'm actually going to give a 7 out of 10 because it's the least one that I like out of the 5 that they sent me. Is it all-day vape worthy? Personally, to me, no. But there's probably going to be people out there that would have it all-day vape. And throat hit here again, 5 out of 10. Just because this one and Tiger's Blood seem to have a little bit of a cooling effect to them, which is why it's so tolerable to vape them all day long. Now, vape production, 9 out of 10 again. Consistency and plenty of it. Strawberry Mango Freeze, which I have loaded up on my Hannah, Dana, Xana, Clana clone, and no logos. And I've got that in my iGo T, which is at a 0.3 ohms. We're going to fire this at 30 watts. Now, anybody who knows Zombill knows that I've always been a big menthol enthusiast. Now, it's no stranger to me that I absolutely love fruity menthols, and this here takes the cake. This is a combination of strawberry and mango with a big touch of menthol. The menthol bit kind of tastes a little medicine-y, but that's okay though, because I've had plenty of those kind of vapes. But what sets it apart from the bad menthol vapes is that the strawberry and the mango are more dominant than the menthol is. I mean, you can definitely taste them. More the mango than the strawberry, which I would actually suggest to Glacial Vapor. So Chris, if you're listening, which I hope you are, add a bit more strawberry in there, bud, because the mango is overpowering both the menthol and the strawberry. I mean, I can still pick up the strawberry, but the mango is in there way too much. Now, I would give this a 10 out of 10, but I'd rather have that strawberry and mango kind of balanced out for a 10 out of 10, so I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Is it all day vape worthy? To a menthol enthusiast such as myself, yes, because of the flavoring to it. But if it didn't have that flavoring, if this was strictly a menthol, that menthol is a bit too medicinal kind of menthol. So it's more like a Halls type menthol. So I don't know if there's anything you guys would do about that. But I mean, it's good the way that it is. It just could be better. That's all I'm saying. And as far as the throat hit goes, very nice cooling effect. I'm going to drop that down to a 4 out of 10 for the throat hit, which is absolutely fantastic. It's very refreshing too. And then, of course, vapor production, I'll give that a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. So there you have it, my peeps. That's 5 from Glacial Vapor, which you can visit them at glacialvapor.com. Also, you can go to their Facebook and give them a like. Tell them Zombill sent you. Don't know if it'll get you anything, but there you have it. I just want to say thank you to the fine folks at Glacial Vapor for sending these on to me. Somehow, Chris, if it's you that's listening, your package got lost, and it did turn up finally. So there is that, thankfully. But thank you for sending these on to me. I hope you enjoyed the review. Please subscribe to my YouTube. And as always, my peeps and peepettes, happy vaping.